Hey everybody, this is David Triff. I'm doing this video tonight because I just don't give a shit what people say, think, or do to me. I just don't care anymore. The time is 5:02 a.m. I'm in Bryan, Arkansas, and basically I just want to touch on the issue of what's going on in the world today. With the whole water turning blood red, animals dying, all these hectic erratic storms, earthquakes, and whatnot. And basically, yeah, it is the end times. The Bible, predicts it and talks about it. It's basically the only book in history that predicted all this. That's going on. Well, anyway, it's all about deception. In warfare, deception is the most powerful weapon, and it's pretty obvious why. And basically, we're being deceived, every day, every minute, by every little thing, society, democracy, uh, especially in politics, that's where it resides the most, even in Hollywood. Basically, they use Hollywood because it's the easiest type of deception for us, such as flashing images, let's see, subliminal messaging is the most popular. Disney, Lady Gaga, Lil Wayne, Kesha, all these stupid brain dead celebrities, who think they have it all, but in the end, it's all about your soul. It's all about saving that. And I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm a bad person. I'm a sinner. And I just don't give a shit. That's not what it's about. It's about letting people know about what's going on. And speaking of which, why represent evil in such an erratic way if they're going to say that God doesn't exist? So many people say, God doesn't exist, God is dead, blah, blah, blah. They say all this stupid shit, but why represent the devil, and demons and Baphomet, and all this bullshit if God's not there? Why do all that? Why go through all the trouble of representing evil and, in disclaiming good, you know, criticizing, good in God and Jesus? Why go through all that trouble? It just doesn't make any sense, does it? You know, and all these crazy ass celebrities, with their pyramids, and covering one eye, it doesn't make any sense to do that in their fucking music. Especially Kesha, she's really gotten into it. It's funny how they go after celebrities who are very popular, and they give them endless amounts of money and fame, if they agree to it. Lupe Fiasco, I really like him because he's complete opposite. You know, and more celebrities are retiring early and turning to God. They're turning to Christianity and whatever religion is valid with God. But it's not about religion. It's just about believing in the right thing. It's not about being a good Christian. It's about being a good person of God. Having Him in your life, Him in Jesus. And speaking of which, in you know, the whole 9/11 thing and everything is just a part of their plan. To put everything in motion. To give them control and power and endless amounts of money, and it gives them permission to do whatever the hell they want, such as us rioting and protesting. Occupy Wall Street, Houston, whatever. It just gives them more and more permission to have more control over us. They say, hey, look how angry the American people are getting. We need to enforce more strict laws. And that's exactly what it's doing. It's giving them permission to keep us more under control, under more restraint, and taking our guns away. I personally, I don't own guns. I don't like them. But at the same time, I don't think it's right for them to take their guns away. The American people. So, and speaking of which, of Lil Wayne, his music video, "My Homie Still," just a couple of days before the Colorado theater shooting happened, uh, his video depicted um, skeletons in the theater, 12 to 13 of them in a few shots, and real people sitting around Lil Wayne and other people, and they at one point they cover their ears and duck their heads as if avoiding gunshots and concussion grenades, which was very strange, and got a lot of dislikes, but it got a lot more likes, because people they like Lil Wayne, and personally I hate him, I can't stand him, and I just found that very coincidental and strange. And he didn't even apologize for it. That made me more pissed off. How do you explain that? People sit in the theater and you got skeletons, sitting in chairs, basically depicting dead people. The same number of how many people died just before it actually happened. And it also showed a lot more disturbing things. At a dinner table, women with horns, headless people, um, the guillotines, that they're going to use on us eventually if we don't accept the RFID chip. They're going to cut our heads off. Basically, a lot of things that the Bible predicted. And yes, please put me first in line to have my fucking head cut off, because I just don't give a shit. I really don't. So I'll be first in line to get that done, because I could honestly care less. They're not gonna control me. They're not gonna have my soul. Even if after Jesus comes and takes everybody, I'm still not gonna give it. Because if you think about it, you're gonna die anyway. You're gonna burn to death. When all this comes to a head. I mean, look at that hurricane that hit the East Coast. I mean, was America strong enough to protect themselves from it? Fuck no. You're talking about nature. You're talking about God's hand, His wrath. And they're so stupid and deluded that they think that they're protected, but they're not. And more than likely, somebody's behind them and whispering in their ear saying, "You're going to have eternal life. You're going to be superhuman when all this comes to an end. You're going to be in control of a controlled world with a much less population, with half the population. Talking about 7 billion people in the world, they're probably going to kill 4 billion or 5. So they can have control of a much smaller world." And literally, they are promised, deceived, that they're going to actually assume that they're going to live eternal and be superhuman on a new world. Um, that's not true. They're just going to die off like everybody else. Yeah, they're probably going to be the last ones alive, but it, it's just unbelievable idiocracy, deception, what have you. It's just stupid people in this world. That's all it is. Yeah, including Obama. He's just a puppet, like Bush was. Bush was meant to look like an idiot, so Obama can seem like the hero. And look, I mean, so many people fell for it. Like, oh, I can do whatever I want now because we got a black president. He's gonna pay my rent and my phone bill. No, he's not. Uh, Bush didn't do it for the white man, and he sure as hell ain't gonna do it for the black man. But that's another thing. It's racism was actually being promoted when Obama was elected president, and they knew this. They wanted people to rise up and put their right hand in the air and say white power and all this other stupid shit. They wanted people to get mad and rally and protest and riot, against our president and so many other things. Wall Street, riot against taxes and, them taking away our guns. It's just a part of their plan. They want us to get angry so it makes it so much easier for them to enforce their laws, and people don't realize that. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to let everybody know what was, really the matter, really the case of what's going on. Thanks for listening. Bye.